So Kamala Harris was on a Breakfast Club, and then, they asked her some questions or whatever. So this is my problem with everything. And it's funny because Yvette Carnell said it best, because they were pretty much saying people were disputing how black you are. They're disputing your blackness, right? And I think she went to say something to the effect that, they think black people shouldn't be prosecutors or whatever. And I'm like, it's not about that. Because look, remember this. Kamala says her mom and her dad were active in the civil rights era, I guess, right? To some, okay. Then she says when they heard about her decision to become a prosecutor, they questioned that. I'm guessing, we can assume that, I guess, it's like the system isn't fair or righteous in any measure when considering this for black folks. Because if they were advocating for civil rights, I guess to some effect they care or were concerned about a person who's going to be a part of a justice system that doesn't do black folk much justice, especially black men. So I think she said that her reply was, there needs to be somebody on the inside, or, I guess to the effect that you can only change it from within or whatever, or you need somebody on the inside who can tell you what's going on and to figure out a way to do something. But then she get on the inside and do absolutely nothing to change the system. Nothing. So the argument ain't sitting here about how much, even though personally, hell yeah, you right, you got me. Yep, that's me. Hell motherfucker yeah, that's me, and I be that. You a prosecutor? Oh, hell no, nigga. No vote from me. But I did give it a caveat. You would have to have the best record as far as fighting, injustice. I mean, we had to hear about you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, it's not, concrete. But hell yeah, I definitely would say, oh yeah, the likelihood is yeah, fuck you. Hell to the yeah. But that's in and of itself. But the argument in the bigger sense is like, yo, what have you done for black folks? I mean, and then not even that. It's more so, okay, say you didn't do anything that supported black folks, but you actually have a record that seems to be indirectly and, probably just covertly targeting black folk. Individually, you could say high prison volumes, populations rather. When you think about the most the most imprisoned demographic, black men. Then if you're looking at truancy laws, who that's kind of going to be infecting? Black women. So it's like on the top of the board, you have policies, and under your watch, black men and black women can be looked at as being affected negatively by policies. So we're questioning not how black you are, but how black do you act? I mean, how loyal to you are you to blackness? And then when it comes into fact, when we look at it like not very much, then we say, well, there might be a correlation between the fact that she's kind of technically not American descendant of slaves rather. She's not deriving her person from that lineage, her existence from that lineage. Hell, her dad, if you can get closest, he's a Jamaican descendant of slaves. But on one part of his lineage is also the slave owner. So it's, weird as fuck. Her mother, high class, top of the class, Indian. I mean, she at the top as far as class goes. You feel me? It don't get no higher than her mom. She the upper echelon of fucking Indians. You feel me? Mother had to be of what? At least an Indian immigrant. Father had to be what? A Jamaican immigrant. So you might understand why a motherfucker who gonna be about immigration, because it got you here, got you to America, and What we're upset about is that under the guise of American descendant of slaves, the African American banner, this conglomeration of amalgamation and cloaking, you will be portrayed to us as one of us, but there's a big distinction between us and you. And that's where it's fucked up at. That criticisms are going to be categorized as, oh, we like, well, you ain't nigga like me though. You ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. The fact is that we look at it, we like, damn, you haven't been doing no black power shit. And then when we come to figure out, damn, why? Because we might consider you treasonous or traitor, but then we start to look at, well, it's like this motherfucker isn't necessarily even one of us. Is she a person of color? Yes. Are black people persons of color? Yes. But is a person of color necessarily black? No. Black as far as it being synonymous with American DOS. Not just synonymous, but the same as being interchangeable with American DOS. She's being offered up as a synonym for that. Black immigrants, your lineage don't derive nothing from being systemically treated as black in this country and all of the policies and practices and generational trauma that is going on in this country to this particular group. Okay, let's say we say you black, Mr. Black immigrant. The point is, being black here for your ancestors, for your parents, for their parents, parents, and parents, and parents, and parents, right? It was a whole lot of systemic abuse, oppression, disenfranchisement, and absolute terrorism. Nothing fucking less than terrorism. I ain't trying to hear shit. When America say, oh, they're terrorists, and I say, motherfucker, you would know, wouldn't you? Hell yeah. It would take one to fucking know one. There was nothing short of terrorism. At the end of the fucking day, nigga, I asked for reparations under the motherfucking pretense. Bitch, you motherfuckers were terrorists. Terrorist. It's like ripping off arms, motherfucker. Ripping hands and shit off. Terrorist. Break it down for me. Had motherfuckers shackled. Bitch, you also are cuffing motherfuckers. You top cop motherfucker. Yeah, nigga, top flight cop of the world, motherfucker. Top flight. Fuck you talking about? Terrorist. And the way they put cuffs on motherfucking niggas, you can call that terrorist. God damn it, terrorist. Terrorist. Terror. You motherfuckers was terrible. Terrible. You should be fucking ashamed of this history. But I'm like, they not. They balling out because of it. Niggas asking for some reciprocity, some restitution, some reparation for the injustice. But I keep trying to tell people at the same time, nigga, that's how they came up. Shit. That's how they made their bones. The motherfucker that talk about how bad it was selling drugs, usually a motherfucker who went to jail and all that money gone. You ain't gonna be seeing no nigga with $6 million motherfucking safely tucked in his motherfucking walls, sitting there talking about selling drugs was bad. Shit, nigga, he made his bones doing that. He ain't that sorry. We just